Hello viewers and learners, welcome to Shareability Uganda. In this self-study lesson today, we shall be looking at soil erosion, which is the washing away of topsoil by its agents. Agents of soil erosion include forces that carry away topsoil from one place to another. These may include running water, wind, animals, and others. Causes of soil erosion include deforestation, overgrazing, bush burning, monoculture, plowing down slopes, overcultivation, and etc. We have various types of soil erosion, which include sheet erosion, where the topsoil is washed away uniformly by running water, and then gully erosion, where deep channels are formed. We have rill erosion, where wide but shelf channels are formed, and then splash erosion, stream or riverbank erosion, and wind erosion. Effects of soil erosion. Soil erosion leads to soil exhaustion. It affects the soil texture. How can we prevent or control soil erosion? By practicing what we call terracing, which reduces the speed of running water. Strip cropping, which also reduces the speed of running water, and then control plowing, which is the plowing across a slope. It helps reduce the speed of running water also. Afforestation, which is the planting of trees where they have ever existed. This keeps the soil covered from direct raindrop and direct sunlight. Reforestation, the planting of trees where they have ever existed. This also keeps the soil covered from direct raindrops and direct sunlight. We have what we call cover cropping, which involves planting cover crops between plants that take long to mature, such as coffee, banana. Cover crops are crops that are planted between plants that take long to mature, like I said. Cover crops help reduce the speed of running water. There is another way we can prevent soil erosion, which is bush fallowing. Bush fallowing is the period left or given to land to regain its fertility. It enables the land to gain its fertility or to maintain its nutrients. Mulching is the covering of the topsoil with any plant material or dead decomposing materials. Advantages of mulching include controlling soil erosion by reducing the speed of running water, maintaining soil fertility by reducing soil erosion, and mulches also rot to form humus. Mulching helps to keep water in the soil by controlling the rate of evaporation of water from the soil. It also increases crop yields, reduces the rapid growth of weeds. Disadvantages of mulching, though, include mulches keep pests. Dry mulches can be a fire hazard, or after they have dried, they can be potential fire hazards. Some mulches can grow into weeds. Let's look at how soil loses its fertility. Soil loses its fertility through leaching, which is the sinking of plant nutrients deeper into the soil where plant roots cannot reach. Soil erosion, monoculture, bush burning. Monoculture is the planting of one crop over a long period of time. How can we improve soil fertility? Mulching is one of the ways we can improve soil fertility. We have defined mulching, its advantages and disadvantages. Then crop rotation, the planting of different crops within different seasons. Bush fallowing, we defined it as giving land a resting period to regain its fertility. Then addition of fertilizers, terracing, and afforestation. Fertilizers are substances put in the soil to increase its fertility. We have artificial and natural fertilizers. Artificial fertilizers are got from inorganic matter and are processed artificially. They include straight fertilizers and compound fertilizers. Straight fertilizers are fertilizers that supply one nutrient to the soil. Examples include SSP, which is single superphosphate, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, among others. Compound fertilizers fertilizers that supply more than one nutrient to the soil, and they include drum onion phosphate or NPK. Advantages of artificial fertilizers: they have a higher nutrient content needed by the plants. They are easy to handle, store, and use. They help to make plants resistant to diseases as they grow, and they provide the needed minerals without fail. They supply a large quantity of mineral salts to the plants and provide freedom of choice to farmers as they buy the type they need. They improve crop yields. They supply the correct amount of mineral salts to the soil to meet the requirements of the plants or our crops. However, these types of fertilizers have some disadvantages, which include they are costly to buy. Some farmers cannot afford them. They require skilled labor to apply them. They stay in the soil for a shorter period of time, so they constantly need to be reapplied. They are poisonous to animals, people, and birds. They pollute water sources when washed there due to soil erosion. They destroy soil texture and structure. They make the soil acidic. After a long period of use, the soil becomes acidic. They kill organisms in the soil. Natural fertilizers. Natural fertilizers or manure are fertilizers made from decayed plant and animal materials. Types of natural fertilizers include compost manure, green manure, farmyard manure, and organic mulch. Compost manure is got from both plant and organic waste matter left to decay. Things used to make compost manure include banana peelings, dry grass, maize stalks, leaves, among others. In the diagram is an example or an illustration of how a compost heap looks like. Importances of compost manure: adds humus to the soil, controls leaching, improves soil structure. It is cheap to use. Its nutrients last for a longer period of time in the soil. It's not poisonous to people and animals and also birds. It does not require skilled labor to apply it. Provides many nutrients to the soil at the same time. However, it has some disadvantages. It produces a bad smell. It takes a lot of space. Soil nutrients take long to be released into the soil. It is not easy to tell which nutrients is present in the compost manure. Then the other type of natural fertilizers is the green manure, which is made from green crops, especially legumes that are planted back into the soil at the flowering stage. Legumes can rot in a shorter time. That's why they are used as green manure. It lasts for several seasons in the soil. It rots and mixes easily into the soil. Its nutrients last for a longer period of time. It's not poisonous and does not require skilled labor to apply. Disadvantages of green manure though include time wasting. Requires a lot of labor to plow it into the soil. It is not easy to tell which nutrient is present in the green manure, just like the compost manure. Then we have farmyard manure, which is the type of manure got from animal wastes like cow dung and urine mixed with their bedding materials. It is cheap. Its nutrients last for a longer period of time. It's not poisonous, etc. However, it contains little amount of mineral salts, produces bad smell, takes a lot of space, and soil nutrients take long to be released into the soil. Harmful materials in the soil are materials that are non-degradable, materials that do not rot or decay. They prevent or block air and water from entering into the soil, and they lead to soil fertility exhaustion. These materials are called pollutants, and they include polythene papers, which we call locally bovera, plastic materials, rubber materials like old shoes, glass and broken bottles, metallic materials like nails, tins, etc. Also those that don't contain iron, concrete from broken buildings. Ways of properly handling wastes. How can we handle waste so that we do not endanger our environment? By reusing plastic materials like jerry cans for other purposes like fetching water, making new things from some wastes, or recycling, returning some wastes like bottles to the factories that make sodas, rejecting or refusing the use of non-biodegradable materials like polythene bags, reducing on the production of non-biodegradable materials. Soil barriers. These are things that prevent soil from being carried away by the agents of soil erosion, and they include grass, trees, rocks, concrete walls, contours, among others. Soil conservation, which is the maintaining of soil fertility or preserving soil nutrients in the soil. Methods of soil conservation or methods of preserving soil fertility include afforestation, bush fallowing, terracing hilly areas, rotational grazing, contour plowing, strip cropping, crop rotation, mulching, among others. Importances of soil conservation include: the soil retains its fertility, the soil retains soil moisture, prevents spread of diseases and pests in the soil. That has been that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Shareability Uganda.